What it do, yo? Your boy Mike Sis, Speaking Cloud Podcast, Vanderbilt representative, and I'm here with some dope ass content for y'all. Speak Cloud Podcast is on a small hiatus, but until then, I'll be dropping some dope ass shit for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, without further ado, I'll be ranking Insane Clown Posse's first deck and second deck of Joker's cards so far. So I did this before because around I want to say 2 years ago, the first ninja I seen to do this was Violent Ed, and then my good homie Rome Bone from Beneath the Dirt did it. Another great homie of mine's, Luke the Goon, did it. Luke Nukem and DC Fago guy maybe, and then I dropped my shit. But I feel like I didn't do it justice. I didn't like it that much. I wasn't on camera. I like to be on camera when I want to show like CDs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And I think the ranking could have been fixed a little bit. So here we are. And I've been a part of an amazing podcast called UFCD, only on Studio 17, hosted by myself, my good brother Siznak, who does like most of the main hosting, and I'm like the co-host, and the creator, Brooklyn Menace, another good homie of mine. So check out that on Studio 17. I'll leave the link in the description. It's a great show, the flagship show in the Juggler YouTube community right fucking now. Yeah, I said shit. So keep that shit. You know, I have a blast on there, and we've been like we battle Psychopathic Records albums, and it's amazing. So that kind of is in my blood right now. Like listening to all those dope ass songs and makes you want to do something for the clowns. You know what I'm saying? And the fifth deck, or the fifth card in the second deck, Yum Yum Bedlam. You know, it's dropping whenever the fuck. Hopefully this year. So without further ado, let's get started. I would give my whole introduction on how I got into Insane Clown Posse, but I did that. I reviewed every single Joker's card um with Dolo and with guests on this channel before. So I'll give a brief little like synopsis of it, you know what I'm saying? August 1997. I'm 12 years old and I see two clowns standing in the ring. I'm watching Hardcore Heaven 1997 ECW from my wrestling marks out there. And I thought they were a tag team. Because as soon as I was watching it, you know, they were getting jumped by Rob Van Dam and Sabu. They had the mic and they were talking for a little while, then they got jumped. It's on the network, I believe. I ain't checking in a minute, but yeah, it's the first time I ever seen ICP. And literally the second day, like no word of a lie, like the next day, I'm walking with my homie's little brother. Shout out to my homie Steven Olivero, wherever you at. His little brother was singing the chorus to the Loons off the second Joker's card, Ringmaster. And I'm in that cut and I'm 1 block away, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? Is it ICP? Insane Clown Posse. And I remember Joey Styles from ECW saying that name, so it stuck with me. And it's like, they're rappers? I thought they were literally a tag team. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, nah, they're rappers, man. I'll show you. And Steve let me borrow 2 cassettes. And those cassettes was The Great Malenko, Purple Malenko, and Tunnel of Love. I listened to both of them shits, and I never heard something so comedic, but fucking great at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, the storytelling, the just imagination of the Joker's cards were just incredible. That Von J put down. And it made me instantly want to buy Great Malenko, which I did. And the rest is motherfucking history. And there you have it. That's how I got introduced to Insane Clown Posse. Now let's get to the ranking. Second deck so far, and first deck. first six is being ranked today. So coming to my least favorite Joker's card, 2015, The Marvelous Missing Link. Obviously, everyone knows there's two of them. There's Lost and Found. This is Lost. And I thought Found is my least favorite, but I gotta say this is my least favorite, man. Like, the songs I like on here are very little. Shit. Vomit, that was the first single released once you like downloaded this. Well, not downloaded this, but pre-order this, you get the download for that. Um, what else was my shit on here? Shit, Flamethrower. I love Flamethrower. Flamethrower is a dope ass song, man. I love that song. You should know I like that song too. I see the devil isn't bad, but no, this is just a shitty album. You know what I'm saying? Like if you get amazing songs like Old Evil Eye, 12, motherfucking Mr. Johnson's Head, My Fun House, go on and on. To like simple shit, dumb shit like Neighbors Are Fighting. That's not Joker's card worthy, yo. That is not Joker's card worthy. Um, Falling Apart is another decent track. But yeah, man, Missing Link Lost does nothing for me really, other than the tracks I named. I think Flamethrower is a really good track though. Flamethrower is like dope ass storytelling how Jay and Shaggy they make a fucking, a flamethrower, like a blowtorch type deal, and they just start bodying racist motherfuckers, chomos and shit. Shit is fucking banging. Um, yeah, man, Young Wicked worked on this record. Did a lot of the beats. Um, yeah, man, Mr. Link Lost, definitely my least favorite Joker's card, man. It even looks stupid. I don't like that shit. The next we have Found. Found. Also released in 2015. Um, yeah, man. Shit. There's songs on here that the clowns would have never made. I know we gotta. See, Shaggy said he don't like that word. What is it? Evolve or something like that. He said makes us like look old as fuck or whatever the fuck he said. But you have to involve, and I get it. But I couldn't imagine like my biggest time of Juggalo, fucking like being a Juggalo. My favorite time was like the 2001. You know what I'm saying? And all the crew that I was rolling with. I couldn't imagine niggas talking about like songs like "Okay" and Mr. White Suit. You know what I mean? We just trashed that shit, and I could have pictured them recording it. Like, but it's not good at all. Like the songs I like on here is "Get Clown," "Lost at the Carnival," and my ultimate favorite, "I Fucked the Cop." The Shaggy 2 Dope solo song where he talks about getting them skins from the popo, man. Uh, "The World Is Yours" is real gay. I love "I'm Sweet." "I'm Sweet's" a good song. I will say that. But yeah, this is not a good album for me. It's not a good album. It looks better than Lost Dog, give it that. The image of it, you know what I'm saying? But man, Found is just not it for me. Not it for me, man. Big thumbs down for me. Absolutely. Not a good one. Okay. Next. This is hard because I wanted this higher. When I thought about the grand scheme of things, it just couldn't make it. It had to stay where I have it. You know what I'm saying? Because I prefer the other two cards in the second deck over this. But it's amazing. I love this album. And that's 2019's Fearless Fred Fury. Man, after dropping Missing Link Lost and Found, I was like, hope they come back with a banger. And it sure as fuck did. You know? Only songs I don't like on here is probably, well, not probably, it is. Hothead. I just don't like the way he's rhyming in there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's dark to some people, maybe the wicked shit. But I ain't fucking with that. And Nobody's Fault, I don't like either. And Low, I'm kind of like this on, you know what I'm saying? But everything else I fucking love. Man, if I had to pick, um, oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back to Lost and Found in a minute. I want to give it the top three tracks, and I want to rank like a mic rating like the Sauce does. You know, Speaky Cloud does it. You know, so my top three songs on Fearless Red Fury would be Fury, Hands Motherfucking Down, Seriously Hilarious, and Night of Red Rum. They'd be my top three, and I would give this a solid 4 mics. You know, or 4.5. 4.5. Let's go 4.5. Even though there's 3 songs in here I'm not too keen on, this shit was amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I bumped the fuck out of this. West Burner Avenue, Shaggy Two Dope, killing shit on there. As always, What the Fuck was a single that came out and I didn't like it at first. Kind of grew on me, but it's still like eh. But it's definitely better than the other 3 songs that I'm not too fond of. Game Over is amazing. Shout out to Devereaux on the beat. The homie Devereaux killed that shit. Um, yeah, man. Fearless Fit Fury. That's what I got up next, and they killed shit with this record. They came back after 2 subpar records, man. So Fearless Fit Fury, and I would give this fucking 2 mics. Top 3 songs on here is Flamethrower, Vomit, and Falling Apart. I would say. On Found, I'm giving this shit 2 mics, 2.5. And top 3 songs in here is a Fuck the Cop, um, Get Clowned, and I'm Sweet. Yeah, I would say that. There you have that. Next up is an album that made me so happy. I'm like, these motherfuckers is back. Because I'll be honest, um, people know me, they know this. I said this in UFCD. I said it in regular like hangout streams and shit. I'm not keen at all on the Calm that was released in 2005, the Tempest, '07, and I Had a Stump also in '07. I wasn't keen on those records at all. And when they came back in 2009 with the incredible Bang Pow Boom, I was so happy. Now I have multiple copies of Joker's cards, and I have every single version of this. I have, but I figured I'll show off the Nuclear Edition. I remember this release September 1st, 2009, yo. And 2009 is like the worst year of my life. Alright? Literally. Now, we have so many motherfucking trolls now in the Juggalo community that I'm not going to say what happened. My closest friends know what happened. It was a bad time on some real shit. Like, serious, fucked up shit, you know? And it just was a bad time for me. So, records like this and Tech 9 KOD came out in '09 and kind of made me feel better, especially Bang Pow Boom, man. Like, this came out, I fucking went to Swansea Mall. I'm a Massachusetts people, you know where that's at. And I hopped out the whip, ran into the motherfucking Record Town. Well, FYE used to be Record Town when I was like a little kid, preteens, you know. And I copped the red, the blue, and the green instantly. And I was just, I didn't hear the leak, you know. I got a computer that year too, but the first time ever I had my own joint was in '09. You know, the very first time I had my own computer. And I didn't download the shit. I didn't even know how to download back then, you know what I'm saying? But I copped the 3 CDs, put them in my 5 disc dual changer, and just bumped all of them. Because they had, you know, opening track was different, and the hidden track was different, which was, oh man, Our Hero, the Shaggy Two hidden track, I worship. That was on the red Bang Pow Boom. All right, the top 3 tracks of Bang Pow Boom for me would have to be To Catch a Predator. I love that shit. Jay talking about pretending to be a chomo and luring in motherfucking pedophiles and murdering their ass. That shit's so hard. Uh, I Found a Body. Would definitely be up there. And shit. In Your Face is so fucking good. In Your Face, yeah. But Verily too. That oh my god, I worship that song. See, there's songs on here that are Joker card worthy from the first deck, in my opinion. Like Bang Pow Boom was incredible, man. It's really a amazing record. I can't say nothing bad about Bang Pow Boom. I mean, Bang Pow Boom made me love the clowns again. You know what I'm saying? I always loved them. You know what I mean? Like current music made me love them again, man, because they were on like a downward spiral for me that I thought they'd never get back from, and they came back. They damn sure came back, and this album does not disappoint. I love it. So I gave my top three tracks. I would rank this a 4.5, man. For real, for real. Like Bang Pow Boom is incredible to me. I love this record. So next in my ranking, Jesus Christ. This is my favorite from the second deck, obviously. And it's 2012. 2012. We got the Mighty Death Pop. These were released in three different versions. This, the white pop, comes with Mikey Clark's Pop Emporium, a bunch of original tracks and remixes on that bitch. And the red pop, which I have all these, but I'm just showing this one. The red pop came with Covered, Smothered, and Chunked, all cover songs that the Clowns did. And the black pop came with Freaky Tales, a two-short cover song, but they did like an hour-long song of it. I listened to that shit one time, y'all, one time. It was pretty funny and shit, but I just, it's too much. Death Pop is amazing to me, man. But this shit came out during the gathering that year, man. I never forget that. Cause my boy had his motherfucking like his trailer, his RV, whatever the fuck you wanna call it, and he had some internet connection. He ripped the CD and sent me the file, and I bumped it before I got it. You know what I'm saying? And one time, my mind was blown. I didn't want to play it out, so I waited for my package to come in. And back then, Hatchet Gear they sucked with the updating shit. It just said printed, you know. But I went out to check the mail and it was sitting right there. So, man, the Mighty Death Pop is an amazing album, man. Top three songs for me on Death Pop: Bazooka Joey all fucking day. Bazooka Joey is my favorite shit. Probably my Fury and Bazooka Joey are my two favorite songs of the second deck, I would say. Absolutely adore Death Pop, man. So Bazooka Joey, shit. Night of the Chainsaw, and let's see. The Blaster. Yeah, I love that song. Top three songs on the Mighty Death Pop. And I'm giving this shit. I'm giving this 5 mics, y'all. Yeah? Mighty Death Pop gets a 5 for me, man. I love this so much. It's a great time when this came out for me. Great album too. I love Mighty Death Pop. You know what? Fuck that. I want to give it a 4.5. I just got it. I was gonna give it a 5, but I give it a 4.5 because everything after this, almost everything after this, almost is a 5. But yeah, I'll give this 4.5. I can't give it a 5. What was I thinking? This is something. The first deck is that worthy, but yeah, this is 4.5. And I love Mighty Death Pop a lot, man. Great album. My favorite card of the second deck is the Mighty Death Pop. Love it to death. Great album. Next, we get into the motherfucking first deck, man. And my least favorite card from the first deck. A lot of people love this. A lot of Juggalo favorite. I love it too. But after doing UFCD, this went up against certain albums, and towards the end is real weak for me. I'm talking about 2004, Hell's Pit. That wicked shit was promoted as their darkest, most wicked album ever. You know what I'm saying? Was promoted as like the Gathering '04, which I attended during the seminar. Just like no one can fuck with us, and we prove it on this record how evil this record is. You know what I'm saying? And man, it's fucking dope. There's songs in here that I just worship, like "Walk into the Darkness," "In the Name of the Witch I Cut the Head Off a Mule," "I Gutted It, I Got It Out, and then I Wore it to School." That shit is so hard. um, yeah, "Walk into the Darkness" is amazing. "Suicide Hotline," CPK's I just fucking love. So top three songs of Hell's Pit would be, oh man, Welcome to the Darkness for me, CPKs, and Burning Up. That shit is so fucking hard. But songs like fucking, I always hated Bowling Balls, hated the movie that came with it. Um, I always hated like Angels of Fallen and like shit like that. Yeah, Base Hit Attack is amazing. Like towards the end, it gets kind of weak, despite In My Room and stuff like that, which I love. But yeah, Truly Alone is amazing. I fuck with Hell's Pit heavy, for real, But it's like my least favorite card though from the first deck. So I'm giving this 4 mics. I would give it Hell's Pit. The second exhibit of Shangri-La, you know, of the six Jokers card, really. The second exhibit of, the Wraith, I should say. Hell's Pit. And next, I love this record. Everyone knows I love this album, you know what I'm saying? It's a big, big memory of my life, man. You know, after all six have risen, the end of time will consume us all. And, yeah, Shangri-La, y'all. Shangri-La. This album, man, I fucking was a junior in high school, I believe. Yeah, I was a junior in high school. Um, had biology first thing in the morning. I skipped that motherfucker. Me and my Juggalo homies. We went through. There's a bakery, right? And there, where the doors it said trade winds. The trade winds, whatever the fuck that means, right? And we left through there. There's no security. Like niggas are stupid. There's no security down there, and we just bolted it and just bounced to get this record, man. And it was like a religious experience bumping this for the first time. Shit, you know. So yeah, this album is just like damn near perfect to me. Only song I don't like on here is like Blam. Crossing the Bridge is kind of to me. But other than that, it's just an amazing fucking album, man. I absolutely love this album. Um, a lot of my Juggalo homies back then, man, were not feeling this shit. They didn't like the motherfucking face paint. I love it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't like that they follow God, but if you fucking, you paid attention and just didn't care about, chop, chop, chop all the fucking time, killing, killing, you would understand that shit. And if I had to pick a top three tracks off the Rape Shangri-La, it would have to be shit. Like Staleness, Murder Rap, and Die Unveiling, because it just gave me that feeling, you know what I'm saying? I absolutely love this album. The sixth, man. When Jay said at the seminar, that gave me chills when he said, I promise you it's not whack. I was like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? He's like, and it's not whack. I know my good brother Siznak from UFCD hates his record, but I love this album, and it's a perfect record to me, damn near. And like I said, it really anticipation was like skyrocketing. The Hatchet Rising tour, they showed this image, just like the what is that the image, the silhouette of this image, and I was fucking geeked, right? Then the time for this to come out, my boy PJ, shout out to Paul, man, one of my homies for life that I knew forever since elementary school. He came with this printed, we were in junior high school. And my mind was blown. I was like, oh my God, that's the motherfucking six, the Rave, Shangri-La. And I was excited as fuck, and it didn't let me down, man. I love that album so much, man. Great record. The next, I love this album more than most people. I wish it could be higher, but it's the way it is. You got to choose, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to choose wisely. And I'm going with this album's amazing, man. 1992, Carnival of Carnage. Flawless record. Flawless record, man. The first Joker's card. They were Inner City Posse prior to this and dropped Dog BTP. But man, this shit is amazing. Shout out to my good homie Bone. He has a very rare version of this, man. A 1998 pressing, right? That does not exclude Night of the Axe and Black in Your Eyes, because in every other 98 pressing doesn't have that on there. You know what I'm saying? So it was surprising to me that he had that, and he sent it to me, the files, and it sounds amazing. You know, because I never heard that. This is like the OG press that was pressed up in '05, I believe. Because for years I had the motherfucking island version that didn't have these tracks. Night of the Axe and Black in Your Eyes. I hear them back in the day because my boy dubbed it for me on cassette. Then I put it on CDR to have those tracks, you know, Night of the Axe and Black in Your Eyes. But when I finally got the OG repressed, I was so happy. But top three songs on Carnival of Carnage to me: Night of the Axe, Hands Motherfucking Down, Psychopathic, and shit, Guts in the Ceiling, probably. Yeah, yeah, man. And that story that Jay told on the jam exam about Gus in the Ceiling, you know, his homie's father blowing his brains out, going back and seeing the gut still in the motherfucking ceiling. That shit was crazy. And Carnival of Carnage is flawless. I would give this 5 mics. Yes, 5 mics. Carnival of Carnage fucking is amazing. If I didn't rank Shangri-La from '02, that's fucking 4.5. Yeah, Carnival of Carnage, amazing. I think motherfuckers don't show that album enough love, and as they should, you know what I'm saying? And next is the almighty second Joker's card, Ringmaster, man. This album is flawless to me. Not one skippable track. Man, this is amazing. You get the first chicken hunting on here. You get Murder Go Round on here. Mr. Johnson's Head on here. You get Southwest Song on here. You get the Loons, you know, on and on. Wagon Wagon. Top three songs on Ringmaster for me is Wagon Wagon. Shit, My Fun House and House of Mirrors, I would say, man. And you got them with the reverse face paint in the back. This is the '05 OG as well, I believe, the repress. This ain't from Detroit. This ain't the OG from Detroit, you know what I'm saying? Because before this, I had the foil joint, which I still have. You know, I just didn't pull it out. I didn't pull out every duplicate that I have, you know. But yeah, Ringmaster is amazing. The look of the card, fucks up, fucks down. That's gang shit right there. You know, there's Gangster Disciple shit right there. Um, Amazing album, man. Amazing album. I worship Ringmaster, man. I don't want to be too long. I'm already at 27 minutes. I want this shit to be a fucking hour because I couldn't make it an hour, y'all. Because that's how much I worship these fucking albums. These albums, everyone knows I'm a hip hop head first, right? Before I even became a juggalo. I was in the metal too, diehard hip hop head, and motherfucking yo. I love these albums just as much I love like Illmatic and Ready to Die and Reasonable Doubt and Enter the Wu-Tang 36 Chambers. That's how much I love the Joker's cards, man. Seriously. So next, we have Riddle Box from 1995, man. Love this album to death. A perfect Joker's card as well. Like, this shit is amazing. We get Chicken Heart and Slaughterhouse mix on here. And oh my god, like this image is even amazing. I love all the Joker's cards images in the first deck. And we get so many amazing songs on here. If I had to pick a top 3 songs off Riddle Box, it would be 12, Killing Fields, and let's see. Oh, Evil Eye. Yes. Towards the end of this record, you just get fucking real wicked shit. I love Riddle Box, the Juggalo favorite, and I see why. Like, you know what I'm saying? Who's a Juggalo and don't love the motherfucking Riddle Box, my nigga? Like, Riddle Box is just a fucking stellar album. 5 mics, easily 5 mics. Worship this album, man. It don't get no better than this when it comes to like storytelling as well. You know what I mean? It's fucking superb. Violent J, one of the illest storytellers in hip hop history. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. And this record is flawless, man. The Chicken Hunting video, the Slaughterhouse Mix video is amazing. This album is superb. Riddle Box, 1995. That's coming in high on my list on the ranking. And next is an album that was the very first ICP album that I got of being a juggalo. That was new. Cause I had Malenko, I got that shit, and the rest of the shit, but that shit had already been out. What really came out first that I finally got that was new was Forgotten Freshness 1 and 2, the double CDs, right? But the first Joker card to come out since I've been down was the mighty fifth Joker's card, the Amazing Jekyll Brothers. It's the only duplicate I'm showing. I have plenty of duplicates of other cards and shit, but yo, I want to show off motherfucking Jack and Jake. Amazing to juggle your motherfucking sins. You know the story of the cards. This shit came out in May of 1999. I got it on release date, yo. Got this motherfucker on release date with my uncle. And my first show was Jekyll Brothers tour. My first card since I was down was Jekyll Brothers. So this holds a very special place in my heart, man. Top 3 songs of the Amazing Jekyll Brothers, yo. Shit, that would have to be Everybody Rise, Assassins, the Amazing Ghetto Boys cover, and what would it be, man? This is hard. I love all these motherfucking songs. Terrible, yeah. I put Terrible. So top 3, Everybody Rise, Assassins, and Terrible. And it's 5 mics, man. Amazing Jekyll Brothers is 5 mics. Everything with this card is perfect. The imagery of this shit, like I love this pick right here, man. Some dirty ass type cellar type shit, some basement shit. I love that shit, man. This is when they were in WCW, when this record came out. And previous, they were in WWE. But yeah, man, Jekyll Brothers, what can I say about this shit? It's a fucking Juggalo favorite. It's my second favorite card of all time. I worship this shit, man. The Amazing Jekyll Brothers is just stellar, stellar shit. Absolutely can't get enough of that record. And number 1, my favorite Joker's card, if you haven't noticed already, everyone know this shit, right? 1997, The Great Malenko. I have all the island pressings, minus the gold one. I don't have that shit, but I have purple, green, and red. This is the fucking OG CD that I had since 1997, y'all. And it's fucking, I keep my shit flawless. I'm 35 years old now. I was 12 then. That's how long I've been a juggalo. Love the imagery of it. This is my favorite look the clown's ever had. Look how fucking pristine the face paint is, the dreadlocks. Ronald J and Shaggy 2 Dope look fucking ill on here. And my top 3 favorite songs is Pass Me By, my favorite Insane Clown Posse song of all time. Shit, what would be number 2 in this motherfucker? Man, if the original Piggy Pop was on here, that'd be number 2. The Shaggy 2 Dope called a body on that shit. Under the Moon, there you go. So Under the Moon, my second favorite. And I go with probably Southwest Voodoo. So that's motherfucking nah. I gotta go Down with the Clown. Yeah. So Pass Me By, Southwest Voodoo, and Down with the Clown. Top 3 songs of the Great Malenko, and 5 mic album. We do the sauce ranking over here, so it's 5 mics for the Great Malenko. The Great Malenko was just absolutely amazing, and I love this card so much. The look back then was just flawless. Everything about the Great Malenko is top tier shit, man. Love this album. I'm sick of it winning on UFCD though. We gotta get it out of here. But I love this album so much. So the Great Malenko, number 1, very influential, very fucking profound, iconic, all that good shit. I love the Great Malenko to death. I want to get that shit tattooed on me one day. Shout out to my nigga Jose. I know him personally. He's a tattooist, so might have him do that up, man. Great Malenko. So hope y'all enjoyed Insane Clown Posse Joker card ranking. Got my little brother here. He's loud as fuck. But yeah. Insane Clown Posse, man. Yum Yum Bellum dropping hopefully soon. That'll be the 5th card of the 2nd deck. And I'm hyped for it, man. Even though Yum Yum's law left me a little bit desired. But yeah, man. Your boy Mike Sizz, Speak Club Podcast, Vanderbilt representative. Catch me on UFCD every motherfucking Saturday. No, Friday. Could be Saturday too. We do that on Saturdays too at 10:50 p.m. My good homie Siznak and the Brooklyn Menace. So see you motherfuckers on the flip side. Peace.